I was a young man back in the 1960s. Yes, you made...
The late 1960s, an amazing time in history, a time of war, peace, and change. One of the generation's tallest mile markers was the Woodstock Music Festival, a 3-day gathering inspired by the Monterey International Pop Music Festival held 2 years earlier in California during the infamous Summer of Love.
I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road.
No doubt that among the hundreds of thousands of Woodstock concert goers, there would be couples who would become separated in the course of time, many losing the other person forever as the festival and the 1960s got tucked away in a memory, reawakened whenever a familiar song popped up on radio or TV.
I'm going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go?
Alan Rowe was 18 years old when he made the sojourn to Yasgur's farm. 40 years later, he was looking to re-experience the phenomenon and turned to the internet for assistance.
I was searching for information regarding this year's concert up at Bethel, New York. I wanted to basically find out if there was anything going on in the first place. This was back in the winter. In doing so, looking for stuff online, I found this WoodstockStory.com website. And I contacted them to ask them if they had any knowledge of what was going on this year. In contacting this fella that ran the website, he asked me, had I been to the original concert? And when he found out that I was there, he asked me to please write some sort of little memory story of how it is I ended up being there.
Alan's online posting mentioned his high school girlfriend, Mary.
Mary was from Buffalo, Niagara Falls area, and I was from more along the Lake Ontario shorelines, a place called Wolcott, New York. We met in the summer of 1968 in a little place called Sodas Point, New York. It's kind of like a summer cottage home area, nice sandy beaches, and it had an arcade there where local bands would play and we would dance and meet pretty girls and so forth. And Mary and I ended up talking and dancing and basically wandered around on the beach and fell in love and kept in touch even though the summer came to an end and we went our own separate ways. We kept in touch off and on throughout the winter and the spring, and we got together again after we graduated from high school in 1969. Shortly thereafter, we found out about this Woodstock concert, and I believe that it was the old Village Voice that I found the ads for the concert in, and it just flipped me out. The groups that were going to be there were so many of my favorites. I just had to go.